StoryCorps found its way to Shreveport. It's a national nonprofit dedicated to recording, preserving, and sharing the stories of Americans of all backgrounds and beliefs.
And that organization is connecting locals with differing perspectives to record conversations with strangers. The company chose Shreveport as one of 4 cities to be part of its national initiative to reconnect a divided America.
Our Alexis Thrower spoke with 2 One Small Step participants and the founder to learn more about their national effort in this in-depth report.
Across the aisle, no matter what you believe on anything, I think we've gotten it so much into team mentality, us versus them versus person and person.
Jennifer Scott is a One Small Step participant from Shreveport. She was open-minded enough to speak with someone with different views than her own. She got matched with Matt Harris, but despite their differences, they realized they had more in common than they thought.
We actually agree on most of it. It was just how much the government needs to be involved to help out young mothers.
We both are concerned about the partisan nature of politics. I have seen it before, but Jennifer was not old enough to have remembered the controversy over the Vietnam War and over civil rights. But I do remember when the country was divided to the point that it is now.
The country's disconnect is the premise for StoryCorps' initiative to reconnect a divided America. StoryCorps' method was created with loads of research to back their process, according to StoryCorps founder Dave Isay.
There were statistics that came out just a couple of years ago that we fear and hate our neighbors more than our traditional kind of international enemies like Russia. Anger, industrial complex out there in media and social media that's trying to get us to hate each other. But, given the stakes in the country, we're going to take a very, very hard swing at it.
StoryCorps' uniqueness goes beyond storytelling. They create animations to attach to the conversations. The nonprofit is effective based on a principle in psychology referred to as contact theory.
Under very specific conditions, when you put thems together, when you put enemies together face to face, the feelings of hate can melt away.
That's what happened for Matt and Jennifer. They started the conversation by reading each other's biography and built from there.
And we all have individual stories to tell, and I think we need to be listening to everybody's story because it makes it a lot harder to hate somebody when you know who they are.
After the recording, Matt and Jennifer reflected on their experience and said this.
If you don't get into religion and politics, you can be friends with anybody, I believe.
The fact that it's facilitating more conversations between people who are not necessarily agreeing is a huge help.
The country has a long way to go to reach unity, but with the help of StoryCorps, we are one small step closer to making that a reality.
The recordings between strangers are later included in the Library of Congress. The other 3 cities selected are Richmond, Virginia, Birmingham, Alabama, and Wichita, Kansas. StoryCorps will be in Shreveport for an entire year. If you want to take part, go to ktbs.com to learn more.